What the fuck is going on, my beautiful fucking people?
What's happening?
It's Pack Smokes and a Drink.
With our very special guest,
Motherfucking Joey. How you doing, Joey?
Good, guys. How's it going?
It's going, man.
It's going?
Yeah.
How was your day?
Day watching you rearrange all the furniture. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a surprising way to wake up.
I heard about y'all's adventure, and this is what it resulted in. All right.
Yeah.
I'm actually okay with it.
Yeah, I like it.
You don't have a direct access from your room to the door anymore,
No.
but
I'm trying to use that door less now.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Like your wall.
Yeah.
That's your permanent door wall.
Yeah, that's what I'm treating it as that now.
Yeah.
So.
People are listening like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
just imagine, guys.
So Joey has this trick with his room, which I completely understand because I had it at one point. Because not only can you like back yourself in the corner and have two doors available on the left and the right, but like you
You kind of just have two getaways.
and there's no door locks.
I would buy this house if I could, just because of that. Because that way, if I lock the door that's right here by the kitchen, then I could have Serenity like in the other room, and the only way to get to her is through me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm a protective dad, though.
Yeah, I get it. I definitely was, in a way, the same way when Zach and Zoe were here, just because I was able to access through this door and that door.
And you were able to listen to him have sex.
That wasn't a comforting
Just a
point,
bonus.
actually. I mean, I actually didn't hear them a lot. Very fortunate. Knock, knock. Because, yeah. But, never mind, we're not going to go into that one. I almost went in there with that one.
Oh, how you doing, Adam? How was work?
It was work. I got to go on break at like 6:30.
So,
I love my work.
so like, how's the break room vibe there?
Eh.
Is
Lot
it cliquish?
A lot of people either keep to themselves or, yeah, they have their cliques.
Oh.
And it's very much one of those, like, I'm just going to sit here, I'm going to play my Game Boy. Somebody interested in what I have to say, then I'm gonna yak their ear off. But
So is there tension between the people that do the morning news and people that do the evening news?
depends on which aspect.
They're like gang wars.
Yeah, they're
Not
gang wars in
gang
the studio.
wars.
Throwing up
But
signs
like,
and shit.
it's one of those.
Morning crew, bitch.
Well, it's definitely one of those like
AM motherfuckers.
when something goes wrong, the morning crew blames the night crew a lot.
Oh, that's any
I feel like that. Yeah, I feel like that happens in a lot of jobs.
Everywhere I've ever, like when I worked graveyards at Smith's, we used to just blame everything on the daytime grocery guys.
No,
Because I was the overnight stocking for grocery. So we used to just blame everything on those motherfuckers. I'd be like, why is this fucking floor on the floor?
Oh no, it's like, you know, just like the typical night does nothing, morning crew does everything, blah blah blah. Like, you know, people on the night side are lazy as fuck, and people on the morning are actually gifted people and can actually do their jobs right. And it's like, you know what, man? Fuck you. Like,
You're kind of in between though. You start in like noon or 2 o'clock or something.
that's night.
Oh.
Yeah. So you either
Also, the AM people must be there like early as fuck.
3:45 a.m.
I would rather die.
until 1:15 in the afternoon.
Yeah, I would rather fucking die.
But you have the rest of the day off. Think about that.
Yeah, you have the rest of the day to be fucking dead.
Yeah, you're gonna be tired. Just go home and sleep every day.
Needless to say, I did for a long time. And then I'd wake up at like 9, 10 o'clock at night. Things would be closed. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go anywhere. And then because I like didn't have the right sleep pattern, it was very much hell.
I honestly prefer either a swing shift or graveyard. I like it just because, like, especially
Do you not
graveyard.
get burnt out on graves? Because I feel like I'd get burnt out so quick.
I was doing some stupid shit when I was working graveyards. Like, I'd wake up at like 8:30 at night because I went in at 10 or 10:30 most nights, and I'd start with like one of those big cups of coffee, but it was all like espresso, like really strong espresso.
Oh my God.
With a couple fucking scoops of whey protein in there, and just fucking like
Some fucking C4.
that shit would like crack me out. For real. Like, I'd be like, woo!
Holy shit.
And then like we used to snort caffeine pills and like
Oh my
Damn.
gosh.
They did some shit.
because like not only was it like late night and it was like long hours, there were times like my longest shift there was like 16 hours throwing freight for fucking 16 hours straight. Like I kind of missed my freight job. It kept me in shape. I looked good. My arms were like that big around and shit.
That's a big perk, I feel, from like jobs like that. Warehouse jobs and like jobs where you have to lift a bunch of stuff.
I mean,
It was a good time.
learned how to pick up a camera.
Some of those cameras though, like that give you a decent workout.
40
If you're,
pounds?
like holding them on your shoulder or whatever. Those are
40
yeah.
pounds.
Like it's not to be fucked with.
And they are $10,000 to $20,000.
Jesus Christ.
Cheap. Those are the cheap
The
versions.
cameras at your studio?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet those fuckers are
Yeah,
stupid
it's
expensive.
Like, if we got really professional with this podcast, like I was looking at some of the like super nice equipment that you can use for podcasts, and like for like one microphone, it's like $1,500.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that one's not even like the most top of the line good shit.
Right.
That's why you need to share with your friends.
Right?
Yeah, Adam, bring some of your studio
We
equipment back
can
to
make
us.
money off this, but
I
we
wish.
need more. We need more listeners. I just paid for another subscription to give you guys full shows and not take breaks and all that shit. So
They're doing
We're
this
gonna
for
bust
you
out.
guys.
We're going to give you more shows.
yeah.
I like the ambition. It's admirable.
You gotta work hard. You're not gonna get fucking anywhere fucking sitting on your ass doing nothing.
I know, doing a podcast like what? Every 3 days?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
holidays was acceptable though.
I mean-
I had shit going on and
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone did.
yeah. I'm
I
sure
don't
that's
know
not, it
what
wasn't
y'all are
everybody's
talking about. I
first.
had work.
Media guy had work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for nerd news. What do you got for me, Adam?
Actually, you go first.
I go first.
Because, yes.
Killswitch Engage just finished up in the studio. Their new album should be out sometime next year. That's
Nice.
pretty cool. I like those guys quite a bit. And Nirvana is suing a fashion designer, and I forget the name now. I'm really bad. I need to start writing that down.
Little.
But Nirvana is suing a fashion designer for using their smiley face logo on their clothes, and it's
God,
supposed to
They're
be
just now suing for that?
yeah,
Wow.
and it's supposed to be like a multi-billion-dollar lawsuit.
Ha!
Yeah.
Oh, so it's going to be.
I've seen those shirts everywhere.
I
From
know.
Target to Zoomies,
Yeah,
Everywhere.
everywhere. They're just now...
Spencer's?
Yeah.
Yep.
They're just now like, oh, you know
That's
what?
been a really big thing, like a really big problem though. Like I think it was Justin Bieber and Kanye West were putting like Justin Bieber, one of his tour shirts had like Slipknot, like all the members of Slipknot in their masks, and they even said Slipknot in their logo on like one of his tour shirts. Yeah,
The fuck?
Wow.
Yeah,
like-
no.
Straight up plagiarism.
I like tagged Corey Taylor on Instagram. I was like, "Who the fuck let this happen?" And he replied back. He's like, "I don't know who did this, but we'll look into it."
All right. That's a thing.
So who exactly is suing for this copyright infringement?
Probably Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl and Courtney Love have most of the rights for Nirvana.
Courtney.
Fuck
So
that
is
bitch.
Courtney just basking in
Kurt Cobain?
yeah,
Yeah, basically. I mean, he's the
she's
one
just
who
basking
like,
in his legacy, or
yeah, he's the one who like put her there. Like she's done a couple like acting things and small shit like that, but like nothing huge. Like the only reason she's relevant is because of Kurt Cobain.
I don't know why I couldn't think of Kurt's name.
Do you know what color Kurt Cobain's eyes were?
Were they green?
Blue. One blew that way, one blew that way.
Oh, god damn it.
God damn it.
Oh, my.
Half the people that are listening right now just turned us off.
Just completely like...
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Rest
are
his
they
soul.
going to say anything
I'm not
good?
I don't even really like Nirvana all that much, but I love Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl is like the most down-to-earth motherfucker.
Fair enough.
They came here, and I forget what band opened for him, but they came here like a few years ago, and whatever band was playing with him, their drummer like got hurt or got sick or something, and so Dave Grohl just went out and filled in for him on drums. He played drums for the opening band, and then came out with Foo Fighters and did a full set with them too.
That's awesome.
There's only like a few people that'll do that, like Zach Wilde, and he'll go play with Black Label Society for a full set, and then turn right around and fucking play a full set with Ozzy too. Like, that's what he's doing on New Year's, except it's Zach Sabbath. He has a Black Sabbath cover band named Zach Sabbath.
Nice.
Playing a full set with them and then doing a full set with Ozzy at Ozfest on New Year's. I really wish I could go to that show. It's going to be really good.
That's the thing.
What's your favorite method of listening to music? Like, your preferred...
Adam.
I mean, YouTube, actually. Just because it's like, I don't really have a desire to have an iPod or, whatever MP3
Yeah, I feel
player.
like that's been a really, outdated method. There's so many other ways to do it now.
I mean, I'd still love to, but it's just like, yeah, a lot of people are just like, no, man, go to Spotify or go to, Pandora. Or,
And although that is convenient, but I mean, I feel like old school records are also making a comeback.
yeah.
Oh, I love vinyl.
Yeah,
Like
vinyls are definitely.
if I'm stationary and not on the go or whatever, vinyl is definitely the way to go. It just
Yeah.
sounds better.
Definitely, my phone, Spotify, is definitely my most used method of listening.
I used to use Spotify a lot, but I found YouTube Music is a lot better if you pay for the subscription, because I used to pay for Spotify.
YouTube Red.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I haven't got on that train yet. How is it?
I like it just because there's more selection. There's live versions of songs. There's bonus tracks and stuff like that a lot of times isn't on Spotify. Then there's more artists Spotify, especially Spotify's weird with, I don't know because I haven't used Spotify for a couple of years now, but they used to not have Bob Seger, or Pink Floyd was another one they didn't have. The Beatles. The Beatles are a really iffy one because their rights are so expensive to play their music. Nobody wants it necessarily.
Yeah, I was an Apple Music user for about a year, and then I came to my senses, and then I switched to Spotify. But I mean, I like both. I really like SoundCloud as well, because I find a lot of low key songs on SoundCloud, songs that aren't on Spotify, obviously.
Yeah. I should check it out. Do they have rock and metal stuff on there too? Because there's always the memes about SoundCloud rappers and shit.
Yeah, that's a big thing with SoundCloud.
Local bands and underground bands are some of my favorites. Right now, there's a band. It's called Saint Raven. They're from here in Utah, and they've only done small shit, but they're one of my favorites. They're so good.
Yeah, I found a lot of bands that I didn't even know about, and that are still upcoming, or still trying to gain popularity on SoundCloud. Somersault. That's a band that I really enjoy.
Fair enough.
I'm really excited for our topics today. We're just going to go on about music for the whole show. I could talk about music for years.
I know.
We're gonna stick with modern music today, though, from the blues on, because I feel like we could go back for literally centuries.
Yeah.
But
we won't.
So blues music was started by Otis Redding and people like that, and the legend goes that a lot of blues musicians, and Robert Johnson was the first one, that he went down to a crossroads